Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, sorry for the delay. I didn't get all my I didn't I had it all set up, but I didn't. I closed out my computer. Um, so that what took me so long. So I want to say sorry about that. I don't like wasting nobody time, right? How y'all doing? Happy Saturday out there. It is a cold Saturday, ain't it? It's a cold um, Thanksgiving weekend. I hope I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful experience this year. Uh, this this 2025, almost in 2026. Uh, we almost there. This is this is the holiday times that's that's real uh, special when you learn the value of when you learn the value of the things that you hold deep uh, in your heart, the things that always has been a tradition. When you learn to appreciate those things, I sometimes think the older we get, now that's not the case all the time, but the majority of those times, I would have to say the I think the majority wins when it comes to people really um, wanting wanting to spend holiday times with family, friends, and want the best and the greatness of those experiences. Um, yeah, the majority of the people they want they want to they want to have a good holiday season and spend it with people that they love, which is a very good thing, you guys. It's a very awesome thing. Hey, you got to give me a second, okay? Give me a second to get things squared away here. I I had everything together this morning, but I messed around and turned my computer off. So that made me had to redo, well, turn it on. Then it takes a minute for it to warm up, right? But so that's why I'm late. That's why I'm late. What is going on there? Uh, I like that number. What's that? Real 9381. I got to take it and look and see what that 9381. Real. Yeah. So what I wanted to really speak about this Saturday morning. uh, Actually, I wanted to get my philosopher in here just for a second, and I'm going to speak about the things that he's talking about. My philosopher, of course, Mr. Jim Rohn. But today we're going to be listening to Mr. Les Brown. He's going to be speaking. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how to. Let me see. I don't know how to delete that part to it. I probably can. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, you see, I put it up there. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I like coming on here a little bit too, so I could kind of learn certain things that I need to learn. Sometimes that takes. No, I don't know how to get that off of the. Okay, so we'll leave it. Yeah, sometimes that takes practice. You know, for me, it takes a lot more practice. Okay, everybody is different, right? So I'm a hands-on person, and I have to really, uh, practice it to even be able to get it the right way. Yeah. So what we in here speaking about, or what I'm in here speaking about this Saturday morning, is really mainly speaking on the way how as you go older, the way you should move out here in your heart and in your spirit. If you haven't been a person that always, if you haven't been a person that have been connected to your heart, you wouldn't believe it's a lot of people out here that has what they say, a heart and heart. Okay, uh, and they go on for years. They go on for years thinking that's okay, or they go on for years. Hold on. Or they go on for years not really paying attention, or not even caring to pay attention to their heart, and heart. Okay, excuse me. There's a lot of people walking amongst us that's really cold in the inside of their hearts. And sometimes it don't really have to be cold. Let's just say, not so much trustworthy, not so much loving, um, always thinking somebody is is up to no good, without giving people benefits of a doubt. There's a lot of people out here in this world that has a heart and heart. and some has became custom of being okay with loving with not letting people in the inside of their heart. A lot of people has been okay with that. Me, you guys, good old me. Good morning. I gotta get me. I'm a person that got my coffee this morning. I'm a person I cannot have a cold heart. I cannot have a heart that's not loving, a heart that's not forgiving, a heart that's not challenging to be better than you was yesterday. I can't go through life like that. I can't go through life uh, viewing people from their past without knowing more about them right in the present. I just can't do that. I feel as though the Lord Jesus Christ give us chances after chances each and every day, each and every year. So who am I to go through this thing called life, looking at other people uh, as if they can't become a better person or as if they the same as the old them without visually knowing who they are in the present moment. I can't do that. People say, I told you guys, people always say, what why do you care anyways so muchly? And I would have to say to that, why not care? We all should care. If we care more about certain things and certain energies that we put out here, when you go and talk to somebody, do you look forward to them having a pleasant conversation with you, a conversation uh, that's worth care, that's worth understanding, that's worth listening to, or do you like talking to people that has a snotty way of having a conversation with you or with others, or that talk about people, um, you know, talk about people imperfections as if basically they don't have imperfections themselves. I just like meaningful conversations. I just like meaningful spiritual conversations. Conversations that's productive, okay? Especially the older that we get, okay? So let's get into this, you guys, because I've already been in here. Uh, I came in here late, so let's get into Mr. Les Brown today. Man, I should have just left. I should have left the computer on. Next time I'm gonna do that. I should have just left the computer on because I had everything. I had everything uh, all set up. I had everything all set up. Yeah, I know next time when it's time to go live and I set it up to go live like that, uh, I'm going to be, I'm going to leave it on for hours. Okay. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this is funny because I had it all set up, so now I had to um, rethink or put it together how I had it. Okay, hey, we is really, well, I am really in the holiday spirit. You understand me? I am really in the holiday spirit, you guys. Uh, Funny thing, I show up like this every year. I show up like this. My Who I am and what I am get better the older I get. You know, because if I think about my earlier years, even in my past when I um, was sort of lost, right? When I was lost in my past, even then, I had a spirit inside of me that you see right here, not right here today. All it took for me is, for one, I would have to say, it took me getting out of my own way, and it took me to really look at look at life and people for who they are and not for what I want them to be. Um, and it took for me to forgive myself, right? So when all of that started happening, and then life started, punching you in the chest, right? Like it do all of us, right? So when life started hitting me, knocking at my door, punching me in my chest, like I done told this story so many times, I Uh, excuse me here for a second. Got to drink that water, man. Nothing like that water. I really started. I'm saying when life started happening to me, I really started reflecting on my life, on who I am as a person, on my family life. Uh, the generations of family. I started really wanting to know more about those things in a positive way. I didn't see a lot of us look at things in negative ways, you know, and things could be that way at that time, right? But you have to look at the positive inside the negative. And that's what I had to start doing when all of this stuff started happening to me. And it really changed my mind. It really changed my life. It really changed my heart. So it's a it's a better way we all can channel in on this thing called life, regardless of the situations you in, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of the family curses, right, that we all have. It's different ways you could use to channel your energy. It's just I believe people they be in their own stubborn way. That's what I truly believe. And once you really sell yourself that story, life sometimes working against you. Okay. And you can have all the things in the world because I thought for years, you guys, this is this was this is amazing. What then, how my life then transitioned. I thought for years that just because I wasn't smart enough, just because other people were smarter, even though I knew my beliefs was much different, was much challenging for the good, I was around a lot of people. I've been around a lot of people. Okay. I've been around a lot of street people. I've been around all different sorts of life. I've been around church people. I've been around the good and the bad, right? And a lot of times, uh, the my bad outweighed my good. A lot of years that happened only because I refused uh, challenging myself. I refused uh, looking deeply inside of myself, and I refused to how should I say? I refused to forgive myself. Okay, when all of this, when all of this started changing for me, it opened up a lot inside of me. It opened up things inside of me, you guys, that was already there, but I didn't I didn't look. I didn't look no further. Only because, we all had this problem. Nobody nobody if one thing you guys uh should have learned this year, and probably years previous, but this year definitely, since this technology did hit the scene. Uh, so it don't make no difference how rich you is. You can have $1 million, right? None of that stuff doesn't matter. Life hit us all. Okay, so that's one thing we all should have saw this year and a couple of years since everything has been exposed, right? Uh, Throughout the riches of the riches. Okay. So this thing called life hits us all. So one thing I I looked at as I looked at if I forgive myself, like God forgive us, if I forgive myself, that's me taking accountability. And that led me to do a lot of work on my personal development. Life, I'm telling you, life has a funny way of showing you who you really are if you if you choose to become a better person inside of your heart. A lot of us choose to be good on the outside of us, but be hurting in the inside. That's what I saw. I saw that from the people that I chose to think better of, only because they were smarter, you know, they knew more things than I did, right? So I made a choice and chose to put these people first before me, right? Thinking they knew it all, and they had it all figured out in the mind, they had it all figured out in the heart. To years later, the life journey, life has a funny way of showing us that it's only one way, right? It's only one way for us to really get clarity on yourself, because you the only person really uh, that you should be worried about. Like, far as you moving forward in life, you have to count on you. And for a long time, I looked at other people because I believed that they were smarter than me. Okay. So now we in 2025, a month before 2026. You hear me? 2026 is here. So, man, I've been on the planet 53 years. You hear me? I am very excited on this new year. I have grown, I have learned, I have I have been touched, you guys, in my heart. Okay? I've been touched. Okay? So this is big for me. I was telling the guy at work the other day, man, you talking about we was speaking about some things, and he like, man, we you so you so hyped up about these New Year's. We still in 2025. I say, no, brother, man. I say, man, I'm thinking about, I say, you right. We is in 2025. But just think about it. In 30 days almost, we finna be in 2026. I said, my brother, I'm already thinking about 2027. You hear me? He fell out laughing, right? A couple people that was around, they was like, I hear you, RC. I think for the future, you guys, it's one thing, you could plan for the future as well, right? Plan, think however you want to, right? As long as you just do it and in growth in your heart, spiritually, and in the mind. Okay. Yes, all them other things comes as well. But that's big for me in speaking into speaking good things into existence, speaking good thoughts into existence, right? Oh my gosh, we 26 minutes in and I haven't done a thing, you guys. But speak what's in my heart. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let Mr. Les Brown here speak now. But thank you, thank y'all guys, man, for tuning in to this channel. Thank you guys when you get a chance to see this channel. Okay, okay, here we go, Mr. Les Brown. My philosopher that I'm very thankful for. The man, he's a living legend. He's still doing what he has been doing, and let's put it like this, he's still doing right now today in 2025 what the Lord Jesus Christ has called for him to do, right? When this thing is called for you to do, man, you going out fighting, right? You going out fighting to actually get the message out here, to get the word out here, to get people to believe that it's something more out here for them. Okay? Here you go, Mr. Les Brown.
There comes a moment in life when you realize that the person staring back at you is they haven't touched yet. Gifts they haven't unwrapped yet, and potential they haven't even begun to use. And the question that hits your chest like a thunderbolt is this: am I wasting myself? I want you to think about that for a second. Not wasting time, not wasting money, not wasting opportunities, wasting yourself, wasting the very essence of who you are, the fire inside you, the strength, the talents, the ideas, the dreams that were placed inside you for a reason. I remember years ago, a young man came up to me after a talk. Or Mr. Brown, I think I'm existing, not living. I go to work, I eat, I sleep, and then I do it all over again. I'm not happy, I'm not growing, and I'm not using my life for anything meaningful. And I looked at him and I said, son, the greatest tragedy in life is not death. The greatest life and not really live. To be breathing, but not pursuing your purpose.
Okay, they gotta pay their commercial.
here but to waste yourself. That's what I want to say. Because I believe that there are far too many people walking around this planet who have settled for less than they deserve. Too many people who have silenced their own voices, buried their own talents, and locked their dreams in a cage of fear, doubt, and procrastination. And if you're listening to me right now, I want you to know this: you were not born to waste yourself. You were born to rise, to fight, to build, to shine. So today, I want to take you on a journey through the 9 truths that can liberate you from wasting your life and help step into the person you were meant to be. Each of these truths is not theory, not philosophy, but real, raw lessons carved out of life. And as we walk through them, I want you to imagine that I'm not just speaking to a crowd. I'm speaking directly to you. Because this message is it's urgent and it matters. Recognize the value of your life. The first step in making sure you know yourself is to recognize the value of your life. Let me ask you something. Do you really know how valuable you are? Not in dollars, not in sheer existence. You see, the problem is most people walk around with a discounted version of themselves. They don't know their worth. They settle for less. They settle for jobs that drain them, relationships that break them, and routines that suffocate them. And when you don't know your value, you'll let the world put a cheap price tag on your soul. Imagine a diamond. If you hand it to someone who doesn't know what it is, they might treat it like a piece of glass. They'll toss it aside, step on it, maybe even throw it away. But if you take that same diamond to a jeweler, someone who knows its worth, they'll guard it, protect it, and display it with pride. The difference isn't in the diamond. It's in the recognition of its value. And that's you. You are a diamond. But if you don't recognize your worth, you'll keep handing yourself people, situations, and environments that treat you like glass. I remember when I was younger, people laughed at me because I was labeled dukable, mentally retarded, because I struggled in school. And for a long time, I believed them. I believed I wasn't good enough. I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't worthy of more. But then one day, a teacher looked at me and said, "Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality." And I realized I've been wasting myself by letting others define my worth. When you recognize your value, everything changes. You stop begging for acceptance and start owning your place. You stop chasing validation and start walking with confidence. You stop wasting energy on people who don't see you. You start building with those who do. But here's the challenge: the world will not always remind you of your worth. In fact, the world will often try to convince you that you're less than you are. That's why you have to be the one to remind yourself daily. I am valuable. I am worthy. I am here for a reason. So let me leave you with this truth. For this chapter, don't waste yourself by shrinking to fit into small places when you were built to stand tall. Don't waste yourself by letting others write your story when the pen is in your hand. Don't waste yourself by forgetting your worth, because the world needs what you carry inside you. Stop living on excuses. If there's one thing that robs more people of their destiny than anything else, it's not a lack of talent, not a lack. It's excuses. Food of the mind. They are the soft pillow we lay our heads on when we don't want to face the hard truth. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams. And if you want to make sure you don't waste yourself, you've got to make a decision today. No more excuses. I know what it's like to make excuses. I know what it's like to say, I can't do this. because I wasn't born into the right family, because I don't have the education, because I don't have the money, because I don't know the right people. I used to think all of that. I used to believe that the circumstances of my life were an unbreakable wall keeping me from moving forward. Truth, I learned the hard way. Excuses build walls, and walls keep you trapped. There was a time when I let those excuses paralyze me. I remember walking in trembling, asking for a job. I had no background, no voice training, nothing that made me stand out. The manager looked me in the eye and said, "We don't have a job for you." Now, right there, I could have built an excuse. I could have walked away saying, "Well, I tried. It didn't work. Maybe this dream isn't for me."
Tell us your
Okay, we gonna leave that right there because he said a lot. Mr. Les Brown, great philosophers, you guys. You hear me? He was who started that I started really listening to first. He was the one who started me first into reshaping my mind, right? He started me first into looking inside of myself. I studied this man. I studied him for days in, days out, week in, weeks out. You hear me? And each and every time I heard his voice, it was just something magical that was happening inside of me. Okay. You know, a very powerful speaker um, that came from a humble, that came from humble beginnings, right? He speak to you like an uncle. He speak to you like a father. Uh, he speak to you as as he know you. This is how he was speaking to me, as he knew me personally. Okay, you know, man, it's so much that I about this man, um, and he's still speaking. You hear me? He is really still speaking. So he is my he is my teacher. He is a person that I really admire. He also was married to Gladys Knight, right? Gladys Pips, right? Yeah, he was also married to her, right? So, hey, hats off to this man. Um, he's a very wise person, but also a loving person. And the world, he done saved a lot of lives. You know, he should really get a real big award for the things that he has done out here. Uh, like she read his books and stuff. A couple of people that know him. Now here go the thing: if you know him and you read him and you listen to him, how he affect your life. That's what I would like to hear. One day I might do that. I might put together a challenge. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna speak about it too much, but that's what I'm gonna do right there, you know, because he has changed a lot of lives. He's been doing it well over 40 some years, you know what I'm saying? So he has changed. It's another story that I heard. Tony Robbins, y'all know him, right? Another teacher, a philosopher. Uh, he had an interesting story too. I was listening to it, and I like his teaching, you know, like. But see, Mr. Les Brown, he the one connected me to all the great greats. Like it's people that he connected me to, like Earl Nightingale, um, Zig Ziglar, Dr. Miles. Like he connected me. Les Brown connected me to all of these people. I studied him so much, and I listened to him so much to the point to whereas the videos kept sending me other people that he was connected to. And he also spoke with a lot of these people. So Tony Robbins was one of them. But Tony Robbins I was listening to his story the other day. He had an interesting story as well. You know, is when you are Mr. Les Brown called it, when you are picked out, when you are picked on to be picked out, okay, you go a different route than everybody else, okay, because you the one that was chosen. You know, they call this type of belief, this type of teaching, they call this the chosen. You know, a lot of people they be smart in their own ways, and they do well in life on their own. It's okay as well. Okay. Uh, but it's a whole nother thing to be called with the greatest of the great teachers and philosophers. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole thing, you know, because that's the thing that you breathe. That's the only thing that you listen to. That's the only thing that you grab towards to is people that has been called to lead. Okay. Now all that other stuff is okay as well. Called, you know, for a purpose in life and for a message in life or for a testimony in life, that's something totally different. So me, myself, you guys, um, I have been called, and I stepped up to the challenge. You know, how you know that you are one of those people, you don't do this for the fame. You don't do this for the likes. You don't do this for the views. You don't do this for the money. Okay? You have to do this for this. You have to do this for this. You have to do this type of teaching, this type of learning. You have to do this for the careness of not only yourself, but for the world. If you see something different in the world and you was once like what you see that might wasn't a good thing for the world to be, but you fell into it as well, that was something like me. You know, I felt for some of the same things that now I, I look at as a lost soul that didn't sell my soul, but I was a lost soul. Okay, so if you one of those people, you will challenge yourself to be called to do the greater things, like challenge yourself with this world, challenge yourself with, and challenge yourself to become a better person. You would basically be like that. It's few that do see that kind of light, but the ones that do see that kind of light, they really take this challenge on in their heart. You know, that's the main thing Mr. Lesbray said. A lot of people hear him, right? We all hear him and we understand what he's saying. And yes, it all makes sense to what he's saying. But it's another thing when you hear him inside of your heart. It's another thing when you develop the mindset to really hear exactly not what he's saying, but feel what he's saying and knowing that also what he's saying is also inside of you. That's a whole totally different thing. A lot of people don't feel it. That's okay too. However, people in life to be a better person, that's also great as well. Never take nothing from that. Okay. As long as you is challenging yourself to become a better person, you know. So, hey, shouts out to Mr. Les Brown, right? He really got me he got me here, you guys. So I owe a lot, and uh I'm quite sure that he has been blessing to a lot of others. Okay. So this gonna be I think I'm gonna be done with this segment, and I'm gonna come back in a little bit later. But I really I really like I really enjoy my life journey. I really enjoy the way my past me to become better in my future. I really enjoy the journey of my 53 years of being here, blessed on this universe. So me saying all of these things, that's what made me actually come out here to not only if once in my past I was the problem, I wanted to be the solution, you know. And I see, and I'm doing all of this, you guys. Um, this is a challenge for me to do this. I'm doing all of this with my imperfections and everything, but I spark other people that really has good, good, good things to say and good things to share. I'm actually sparking them to put their life journey out here for the universe as well. So you have to look at it like this is a real good thing. This is a real good blessing that I'm here talking to you guys on this YouTube. This is a real I'm talking about very wise thing to do. One of at least I did a few things right, okay, in my 50 years of being here on this planet. And I challenged myself until the Lord Jesus Christ called me home. My mother put the plan down for me to do, right? Until the Lord Jesus Christ call you home, keep on your journey and keep trying to be better than you was yesterday. My mom's wrote this in her blueprint. Yes, she did. Keep trying to be a better person. Don't give up on that. Once you give up on that, then you're going to automatically become worser than what you already was. Yes. So I'm very thankful, you guys, for everything. Okay. I can't say this enough. What I do when I'm just by myself. You know what I'm saying? What I do in my spare time. My life on the gratitude on how I feel about this thing called life. It does. Like Mr. Les Brown say, you judge a man's character not only by what he have to do, but what he don't have to do. That's how you judge a man's character. Mm, that's big. We live on the outside, so we judge on the outside. But the great philosopher says, okay, you judge a man by what he don't have to do. You see what I'm saying? Because this world tell us we have to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, we got to do that. We need this, we need that. That's what the world is, right? But if you can firm and solid alone, if you can stand firm and solid on boundaries and principles, when you can stand firm and solid on becoming better than you was last year, better than you was last week, better than you was last month, right? If you can have love, this is a big one. If you can have love, compan, or not compat, yeah, compassion. I was going to say companion, right? Compassion, right? If you can have passion for others and love other success just as well as you love your own success, if you can do those things, you are one of the chosen ones. That's right. It ain't too many of us around here can really lost my light. Yeah, it ain't too many of here that can really stand on what stand principles, boundaries, loving other success, other people's success, just like you love your own success. Too many people that can say that and really, really show up like that every day, right? Yes. Listen, thank y'all. I'm in here an hour and I'm jumping here because, like I say, I love holidays. You see what I'm saying? I love the holidays. I've always did love the holidays. Family tradition back in the day. Back in the day was much a loving. Holidays was spent with family and we had love back in the day. So I'm one of those back in the day brothers, right? I'm one of those brothers that really, really love. I'm one of them brothers that walk into a room and acknowledge everybody, right? I'm one of them people that walks into a family, kiss all my aunties, cousins. I don't care if they can put lipstick on me and everything. I am a loving person that shows up like this every day, every year, life or my circumstances of to people. Okay. So just think, I'm getting better. I am getting better with revolving split. Okay. So this is big for me, you guys. Okay. 2026 is in 30 days. It's a countdown. Yes, it is. Well, a little bit 30 days, but we in the countdown stages of it. I'm totally excited. You hear me? Very uh like I love to see other people excitement. I, I do. See, that's a good brother. When you love to see other people excited, right? Good excitement though, not bad excitement, okay? Positive excitement. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in to me. This is the RC, as y'all can tell. This is my YouTube show, right? I've been on here maybe almost almost 2 years, right? A year and a half, a take, right? Um, been a talkative person, never been a person that put my business out here in the streets. But I am going to say, going forward, I am going to say I am very glad that Mr. Les Brown found as I was trying to find me as well. And like I always say, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you get a chance to tap into this, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. RC Community TV, okay? Please subscribe. Leave me comments. Let me know, okay? hey, I got tough. Let me know. I didn't been through 53 years of rough. So let me know. Just let me know what you think about, things that I say or things that I talk about or things that make a little bit more, yeah, right? But all I can be is me, and I'm thankful for me. I'm thankful for moms and dad that created me. Because that's the thing. I didn't create me myself, right? So I got to give thanks to the people that created me. Y'all are saying peace, love, and blessings. I will be back on here in a few hours. It's cold outside, so we music's today, okay? Music's, right? Love you guys. Thank you guys. Peace, love,